everybody, and happy autumn equinox, solar eclipse in Virgo, all of the things. And I hope we're feeling balanced and we are really embracing this time to be present. So, this is a really big culmination period, and we are in a sacred in between right now. So, there's a lot of shifts and changes that you may be feeling, whether it is in the body, in your physical world, or it's in your mental, emotional, spiritual bodies. There may be a lot of shifting taking place, and I'm really getting that this space is also allowing for integration pieces. So this is a really great time to sit and really look at your routines, see what has been working, what may be needing to be shifted out. Virgo is all about the body, but it's also very much about the routines, the self, and Virgo is very efficient and very mercurial. So if there's anything that may be feeling like it's just not working, or there may be a better way to strategize, be more efficient, now is the time to really set those intentions with this Virgo new moon solar eclipse. And then with Mabon is the autumn equinox, and this is the time where the sun and the moon are perfectly balanced in the sky. And this is really a great time for sitting down and being thankful and really reflecting to the universe what it is that you are, just sharing gratitude. So, and the more that you share that gratitude, the more you are going to be receiving. So, whether it is sharing gratitude for family, friends, this is a great time to sit. This is like a witch's Thanksgiving. So, sitting with your loved ones, your people, and just soaking in the energies of your loved ones. So, we're going to get some energies to really step up this Virgo new moon, so we've got the paradox, and I'm feeling like there's a lot of that, like I said, that in between. There may be some things within your daily routines that are needing to be shifted, and I'm really also getting that a lot with these stars. The stars are really wanting to be integrated. There's almost like an ignition that wants to happen, but we have to be able to be quiet and be still within ourselves to be able to really turn this part on. So where are you feeling like there may be some paradox in your life? And where can we shift that? Because you are ultimately the one who is going to create change. But this period is also not so much about manifestation. It's also allowing those fated changes to take place. Eclipses can be a bit unpredictable, but it's really about being present with the energies and flowing with them and trusting that this divine guidance is for our highest good. So we also have the burned bridge. So some of you may be eclipsing out jobs, eclipsing out relationships, and really starting to analyze what is the best for your future self and for yourself in general. And I feel like this, again, is an ignition. This is lighting the match, and you are having the clarity to make the choices and make the changes that are going to be best suited for your future. And then we have the Hermit at the bottom of the deck. Perfect. This is Virgo energy. So some of you may be taking time off of work to, I'm hearing, reinvent yourself. This is a really great time to sit and to really see what it is that you want to be or what you want to be known for. And a lot of people are going through these shifts and changes, especially with the full moon eclipse in Pisces. That really started the catalyst for us to be able to really plant the seeds for big change. And then we have exploring wildness. I love this. So we have that moon there, but I think a lot of you guys are starting to realize that there's a lot to be gained from being wild, of course, being safe, but really starting to integrate and to step into those unknown spaces, that sacred in between. And this is also a big karmic reset. So stepping into the unknown of those spaces where spirit can actually give things to you. So if we fill our schedules up so packed that we can't do anything, we miss a lot of opportunities for spirit to be like, all right, we want you to go do this thing, and it will help to leave little breadcrumbs or little nuggets for you to make this connection or to build this skill. And I think a lot of you are really starting to understand the value in allowing that space. And then we have Black Cat, fortune meets opportunity. Yeah, so that unknown is going to help breed more opportunity for you. I love this. This is great. So I'm going to get a few psychic cards here from this deck. We'll get a little bit more info on what's happening here. Spirit, what does this need to know? We have disruption. So I'm really feeling an energy of being bound here. Feeling like you're bound to a situation or bound to a connection. And now I really feel like there is an opportunity to break free from that. Breaking free from contracts, breaking free from routines that are not allowing you to have the energy. So we have accelerated motion, and we have, one fell on the floor, and we have fertility. So I feel like there's a big disruption in the energy that is taking place for you to really have more of this accelerated motion to be able to birth something that it is that you want to really bring out into the world. And then we have this rejoice and celebration here. So this can be that Mabon, that Equinox energy, and allowing yourself to really feel into your sacred connections. And this is the Three of Cups in the traditional tarot, and it's a very big heart activation. So you may be doing some collaboration with friends, with specific trusted individuals, or you may just be really taking the time to step back from commitments and step back from so much of the grind, and now you're really taking the time to relax and just be, which that's great. Okay, let's get some tarot, shall we? Spirit guides, what is this eclipse asking the collective to release? What is this eclipse asking to release? I'm gonna get 2 for this, or 3. All right, so we have the 9 of Potions in reverse. We have the 6 of Candles. And we have the Hermit. Okay, so with this 9 of Potions in reverse, typically with this upright, this is a card of really being very overindulgent and having a lot of abundance, and almost to the point of gluttony. So, but this card is really asking you to release the contentment that is keeping you stagnant. Release those things that are having you be in a place of not wanting to move forward because something is comfortable. I'm hearing take the risk, and allowing yourself to be able to open up and to move in this way is really going to help bring forward a lot more aligned energies for you. I think you guys have been really operating in dynamics, relationships, work situations that have felt like you have almost climbed the ladder, and now it's all about, is this really what I want out of my life? Like the Hermit is really asking you to step into yourself and to do a lot of those self analogies that ask you to sink deeper into the heart space and to bring up some of the mercurial aspects that are like, okay, how can I integrate more of this heart alignment? How can I integrate more of this soul into my daily routines? And a lot of the times it's just a little shift that will cause little ripple effects in your life. So this may be a great time to journal, to sit down and ask yourself, okay, where can I really begin this process of causing this shifting to take place? And a lot of the times that even that alone helps to change the energies. All right, Spirit, what new energies is the collective putting forward right now? What is the collective? I feel a really big sense of community. What are you guys working on to bring forward new connections and new opportunities with your community? Whether that is you have a specific skill set and somebody else has a skill set, and you're coming together to form this beautiful place for people to heal, to connect, to vibe. And I think that that's also going to help bring in more of this heart-centered piece for you. And then we have the Nine of Presents. So this is the Nine of Pentacles here. And this really is about almost like taking the initiation, taking that action forward to get the coin, get your 3D realm, really stable. And this comes from taking risks, and this comes from believing in your services, believing in yourself to be able to really be comfortable in providing these services to multiple people. So what is it that you are really bringing forward? Because we also have the Page of Presents here, and the Page of Presents is the Page of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. This has been coming out a lot, and allow yourself to take opportunities that you otherwise may have not, and be open to new experiences, be open to the unknown. That's really what this energy and what this reading really is about, is allowing yourself to integrate the unknown. And as humans, we're so resistant to change sometimes, and that can block us in many ways. But Spirit's like, we have to integrate, we have to move into new spaces for us to grow and to reach our highest potential, and to really shine our light in areas where people need our light, people need our wisdom, and it requires us doing things that we otherwise would not feel comfortable to do. So I think a lot of you guys really are shifting in the ways that you are serving. So really tell me what you're doing. Go down in the comments. Tell me what it is that you're shifting and changing, and what you're releasing. What is standing in your way, that whether it is fear, whether it's doubt, whether it is just being comfortable in your 9 to 5, what is it that is causing you to sit and reflect on change, and what can you call forward? And then we have the 5 of Needles in reverse here. So you're releasing the conflict. You're releasing a lot of the mental conflict around why you can't change or why you can't do X, Y, and Z. But I love this because she's actually stitching herself back together. I love Sally. I have her tattooed on my leg. And she's so resourceful. There's a bit of resourcefulness with this. She's always carrying her thread and needle, and she really was a big confidant to Jack. And she is also the High Priestess in this deck. So she has innate inner wisdom that she is not afraid to say, hey, I think that we need to go in a different direction, or my inner knowledge and my inner wisdom is telling me to go this way, despite us being, comfortable in this situation. So you're really releasing a lot of those past narratives that kept you bound and kept you really in this energy of I feel mental disruption, and that's great. That's beautiful. So I'm going to get some cards, seeing what the energies are prepping you for. Spirit, what is this period prepping the collective for? What do they need to know? What is it that is coming for them to really start to integrate this new space? Ooh, beautiful. We have the Star and we have the Five of Potions in reversed. Love it. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Ooh, we have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. There's that disruption energy. All right. Spirit really is listening to, even if you haven't completely set it out into the universe, Spirit knows. They know that you're not happy. They know that you want more. They know that you want a more aligned experience. And so we have the Star. We have the Five of Potions in reversed. We have the Two of Potions. And we have the Fool. Wonderful. This is absolutely beautiful. So I really think that you guys are seeing your light. You're seeing that you are the star of your reality, and you are allowing that nose, that third eye, to light the way for new abundant opportunities, even if you're not quite sure what it's going to look like. Zero he's a leader, and he's able to travel in between realms. So I think a lot of your psychic energies are starting to tap on even more so. So you guys may be wanting to integrate more of your 3D gifts in with your spiritual gifts. And it's asking you to change the ways that you are marketing yourself or the ways that you are making money. And I really feel like a lot of you are learning new things. You're learning new skills and being more mutable and more flexible. Remember, Virgo is a mutable sign, and really taking on this opportunity for change is going to lead you to a more fulfilling life. And we have the Two of Potions and the Five of Potions here. So you're releasing a lot of that melancholy energy, a lot of the self-victimization, and you are really tapping into the connections that help fill you and the connections that bring abundance to your life. And I think that there's really a big perception shift around the heart space too, like how you are seeing information or how you are computing feelings. Like I really feel like a lot of that clairsentience is starting to come on. And the more that you shed and you release around that heart space, the more you're going to be sensitive to underlying energies. And I think that's how you're going to really start to be maneuvering through the world. You're waking up to those senses that have been lying dormant. They've always been there, but now instead of operating from a place of achievement, kind of just trailblazing through life, which that is a redeemable quality, but it's not the only one that is going to get you to this more fulfilled life. And trusting that you have the energies and you have the skills that people are needing and what people are seeking, that is going to be really helpful for you moving forward. So I'm going to get some advice for you guys and see what's happening. Spirit, what advice is present for Spirit? Create. Yep. Wonderful. Love it. Yep. So what are you creating? What is it that you are wanting to birth into the world? Because fertility is also here. And to be able to birth something, you have to be able to germinate. You have to really sit and let that baby grow. And there's also a period where, the mother is not able to lift a certain amount of weight, or she's not, able to eat certain foods. This is going to require sacrifice. And knowing that with this sacrifice is going to come big rewards, that's also, I feel like that needs to be known. The sacrifice is worth it. So we have a fresh start here. There's so much new energy. I love it. Fresh start in the way that you are presenting yourself, a fresh start in the way that people see you. You're really taking a huge shift. Like your energy is changing. And worth. Yep. This is knowing that you are worth this change, and knowing that just because you have been doing something one way, or people have told you how to do something, you know your worth. And sitting with this energy and knowing that what you have to offer the world is valuable. This is really going to help you in those times where things may be at a lull. But really check in with yourself and give yourself some love, because I feel like you have been doing a lot of work around this. And once you see your worth, once you start to acknowledge that, you know, how certain behaviors may be being pertained to other people, you start to recognize the value system that you carry, and you start to recognize that some people don't withhold those values. And I feel like there's a level of surrender with this. And when you start to sink into the heart space and meld with spirit, you're going to internally recognize those people who you can keep close, and some people who you have to keep at a distance or cut off completely. And that is trusting your own navigation system. We have let it go. Yeah. So I think that there's been some situations where you guys have wanted a certain outcome, but it hasn't come to fruition. This is your confirmation to release it. It's not going to do you any good when you are trying to build something to carry the energies of past regrets or past guilt, or ruminating on, should I have done that differently? Or what if it did work out? Let it go. Release it from your heart, release it from your spirit, your mind, and allow this new fertile energy to light the way, because you have a lot of really good things, a lot of juicy nuggets that are wanting to be known to the world. So please let me know what you guys are doing. I would love to know. And if I can help you in any way, reach out. And I do want to let you guys know that we are about to start our market season. We start on Saturday at the Feminist Market here in Charleston, and it is going to go into wintertime. So we've got a bunch of markets coming up. If you are not following the Instagram page, please give us a follow. We post everything there, where we're going to be, what candles, sprays, all the stuff. We do have physical products if you're new to the channel. And these candles are made with intention. They are Reiki infused. They are made with coconut wax. They are phthalate free, paraben free, all the things. And we do have a lot of really great candles to help set up with intention to move forward in your journey. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Please like, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Happy Mabon, and happy new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. Blessed be. Bye.